Sometimes the biggest, most important life lessons are hiding in the simplest places. Today, we're going to dig into a children's story about a character named Wolfoo, and honestly, it's an incredible blueprint for something we all deal with: making mistakes, feeling that awful guilt, and figuring out how to give a real, meaningful apology. Let's jump. Just think about that for a second. When was the last time that awful, sinking feeling in your gut, the awkward silence, that wish you could just hit a rewind button on the last 5 minutes? It's a feeling we all know, and it's right at the heart of the story, which starts, like so many big problems do, with one tiny impatient moment. So let's meet Wolfoo. He wakes up one morning with this grand plan. He's going to build the biggest, best tower the world has ever seen. He asks his sister, Lucy, to help him out, but she's busy with something else. And Wolfoo, well, he's just buzzing with this creative energy, and he really, really doesn't want to wait. And in that moment of impatience, he just grabs Lucy's blocks without asking. And then, in a split second, it happens. His amazing tower comes crashing down. But it's not just the tower. In the chaos, it breaks one of Lucy's favorite dolls. It's that classic, almost slow-motion moment where you see your mistake happen right in front of you. Now, this is so important. Listen to what Lucy says. She doesn't just scream, "You broke my doll." Her words point to something much deeper. The real problem wasn't just the accident with the toy. It was that Wolfoo didn't think about her. He didn't respect her enough to ask. The real damage here wasn't to the doll, it was to her trust. And right here, the story shifts from the outside world, the broken toy, to what's happening inside Wolfoo. That racing heart, that jolt of dread. We've all felt that, right? That is the body's alarm system going off, telling you, uh-oh, you've messed up. It's the physical start of what we call guilt. So the tower is a mess, the doll is broken, but honestly, the biggest thing that's been shattered is happening inside Wolfoo. Let's take a closer look at what this weight of guilt actually feels like. This is just such a perfect description of how guilt works, isn't it? It's not some logical thought. It's this heavy feeling that just sucks the joy out of everything. The toys he usually loves, not fun anymore. His favorite snacks, they don't taste good. Guilt is that deep discomfort you feel when what you've done just doesn't line up with who you want to be. In this case, a good brother. So Wolfoo is just stuck in this emotional fog. He knows he feels bad, but he has no idea how to fix it. And that's when a mentor figure, his mama, comes in. She sees he's upset, but she doesn't give him a lecture, she doesn't punish him. Instead, she offers him a key, a really simple key that can unlock this whole messy situation. Wow, this is just such a beautiful piece of wisdom. His mom doesn't make the solution sound hard or complicated. She frames it as something small, one little word, but a word so powerful it can fix a big problem. She's basically handing him the tool he needs to fix not just the doll, but his own heart and his friendship with his sister. And that word? It's sorry. So let's really redefine sorry for a second, based on this story. It's not just about admitting you were wrong. It's an action word. It's the button you press to start the whole repair process. It's something that can literally make your own heavy heart feel lighter, while at the same time building a bridge back to the person you hurt. Okay, so knowing the word is one thing, but actually finding the courage to say it, that's the hard part. But Wolfo does it. He works up the courage, and what he does next is basically a masterclass in how to give a real, sincere apology. You can actually break it down into a simple 3-step framework. Okay, look at this. It is absolutely perfect. Step 1, he says the words, "I'm sorry." Simple enough, but he doesn't stop there. Step 2, and this is so crucial, he names the specific thing he did wrong. "I should have asked." That shows Lucy he understands why she was upset. And then, step 3, he acknowledges her feelings, the emotional impact, by saying, "I didn't want to hurt you." You see? All 3 pieces have to be there for an apology to really, truly work. And here's the most amazing part. A good apology, when it's really accepted, doesn't just put things back to how they were. It can actually make things even better than before. It creates a chance to build something new. And the story shows us this transformation so perfectly. I mean, this slide just says it all, right? Before the apology, everything was broken. The doll, the tower, their feelings, it was a state of separation. But after the apology, everything isn't just fixed, it's upgraded. The doll is repaired, they work together to build an even bigger tower, and most importantly, their friendship is stronger. The act of repairing the damage actually added a whole new layer of strength to their relationship. And here it is, the final lesson, said out loud by the characters themselves. They recognize that going through this mess and fixing it together has actually made their bond stronger. It proves that a fight or a mistake, if you handle it right, doesn't have to be the end of something. It can actually be an opportunity to make it even better. So if we boil this whole story down to one simple truth, it's this. A real apology works in two directions at once. It frees you, the person saying sorry, from that heavy weight of guilt. And at the same time, it closes the distance that mistake created. It literally makes hearts lighter and brings friends closer. And that leaves us with one final thought, one that brings this whole thing back to us. This isn't just a cute story, it's a practical guide. That simple 3-step apology, say the words, name the mistake, and acknowledge the feeling, that's a tool any of us can use. So the real question is, what relationship in your life could be made stronger today by one small, courageous word?